Hello and welcome to BeamNG.drive. Today I'm taking a look at the Oldsmobile Delta 88. Let's start by taking a look at the outside. This is how it looks. Pretty nice, a classical boaty style from the United States, from 1973 especially, this one. Pretty nice outside, I really like the two-tone paint job. This is 360-degree view. And from the inside as well we have a decently detailed interior. Now, the color isn't the best in grey, but they are decent quality. The dash work, it illuminates as well with very powerful front headlights as well. The indicators works and also the mirrors. Now, these vehicles, the configurations for this mod are powered or by a 350 V8 engine, like this car, or by a 455 V8 engine, very big. And then there are particular tuning, superchargers, turbochargers, but the base engines are those two. Now, for the driving, it is satisfying. If you floor it from standing, you don't spin the wheel too much. You can spin the wheels in corners if you go flat out, but it is manageable. You don't have to be stupid while driving, and think that I am, so that's why I knew that you can spin easy if you are not careful. The brakes are good enough, let's say, but it has a very wide turning radius, so don't expect to do quick U-turns. A lot of times you have to do a 3-point turn to do a 180, unless you do the handbrake, but if you are a civilized person, you can't do a U-turn easy. And also you have to take into account this low turning radius when you're doing very high speeds, because you can't do corner fast. You have to be careful. Other than that, this isn't a very fast car. As you can see, this is a very big and lazy engine, classic for the United States, and that was a nice corner cutting. You can see the RPM, it's not even 400, 4,500. You see the acceleration is not that great, but it is good enough for a city vehicle. The handling is good. You can spin the wheels, you can spin around if you are not careful, but that's with every vehicle if you are careful enough. And then I think it's time to crash to see how it looks. Okay. Nice. Ooh, and there is a lot of fire. Okay. Now, if a fresh vehicle looks nice, a crashed vehicle, it is not the best. As you can see, especially on the roof, there are quite not very good looking triangles on the back here as well. So, yeah, it is a quite simple crash model. It is by no means bad, because I didn't notice a lot of jiggling around. It is just triangles, not the best polish for the 3D model. But it looks nice, and also I have a lot of fire for such a crash. It's all red on the vehicle. Anyway, this is the Oldsmobile Delta 88. This mod comes with 10 configurations, all different from each other. The first, the barn find, is very unique, I will show that later. And then we have the drift, a bit rusty but very powerful. The standard, I was just driving early. A sheriff, a police version, of course. A standard with a bigger engine, with the 455 engine. Two highly modified vehicles, the Land Yacht from Hell and the Silver Bullet, very cool looking and very powerful as well. Two stock cars, number 11 and number 93. And then a Mafia version of the car. The Mafia version is very unusual. First of all, it has money bags in the trunk, which is nice. And then I was able to make the wheels spin from a standing point up to 140 km per hour. So it is extremely powerful. But all these configurations are pretty viable and interesting to play. Before doing a second driving test with the stock car here to my right, I want to show you the barn find. First of all, because when you spawn it, it is already broken. It has already broken body parts, which is fantastic. I hope that it will be a feature in the base game in the future as well, because I really like it. And then when you turn it on, when you try to turn it on, okay, it takes quite a while. Okay, now you will also hear the sound of the broken engine. Okay, okay, and it's on. Okay, perfect. As you can see, all the smoke from the back, the suspensions completely busted. The inside is extremely clean, but that's a minor detail. And you can drive it. It isn't the best to drive, it is completely broken. The sound it makes, it is nice, I like it, I like it. You can also make it backfire, let's see if I can do it. Okay, yeah, you can see it backfires from the exhaust. Can I do it again? Yes. And this is a completely destroyed vehicle on its own. You don't need to smash it or tune it to look it destroyed. If you are able to make to fire it up, you can drive it around a little bit. It is not very pleasant. It has very broken suspensions. The brakes are gone, but it is cool. Also, you can, okay, let me respawn the car. It has a very unique sounding for when you spawn it and you turn it off. You can see, you can hear this bell. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but it is there and it is unique. I've never noticed another vehicle with this sound. Anyway, this was the barn find. Now let's respawn it so I don't hear that sound anymore. And let's do a small drive test with the stock car. Okay, let's fire it up. It is a bit louder than the stock version, but it is very controllable as well. Whoa, okay. And as I said, I spun around. Nice. You don't have lights, of course. It is a racing vehicle. You don't need lights in those kind of races. And it is, apart from that spin outside, it is very powerful, and you have to keep it under control. As you can see, it wants to spin. But if you can manage it, it is a very nice car, because of course you have slick tires, so traction is better than on a standard car. Well, you can see you have to control it more than a standard car. It is way faster, but you can still have a decent performance in this car. Now this road is perfect to show that you can control this car quite easily, because I'm controlling it quite easily. Even if I don't remember the road. Ooh, okay, bit shortcut. Okay, oof. And I spun, nice. Okay, let's... As you can see, the turning radius here is not helping. I have to climb the side of the hill to go around. Whoa, woohoo! But of course, you won't have this kind of issues on an oval race. You don't need to accelerate all of the time. You just go at cruising speed at 240 km per hour, at least with this car, and you are done. Anyway, you can see I can keep it under control most of the time, not always, but most of the times. The brakes are better, of course it is a racing vehicle. The suspensions are pretty good. The acceleration is way better. And now let's jump off a cliff. I see it in front of me, and let's jump. Woo! Okay, first bounce, I hit the only tree in a square mile, nice. And then, okay, let's go back on the road to see the damage. Okay, nice. Ooh, completely destroyed. But, as you can see, apart from this jiggling bumper, the 3D model, you don't take into account the spike in triangles. It is satisfying enough. As I will say that. Yes, I really like it. And finally to the descent with the chosen victim, that is the land yacht with this fiery paint job, which is very, very, very cool looking. I really like it. And let's see a final crash for this vehicle, for this mod. Okay. I'm losing body parts and FPS in this section, nice. And I'm also about to lose the body from the frame, it seems like. Okay, maybe not, probably not, okay. I'm on fire, okay. Last hit, almost, yes! Yes and no, because I don't like to lose the body of the car from the frame, but anyway. Let's look at the damage on the frame, it is absolutely destroyed. Let's go and find the body of the car, which is even more destroyed. Yeah, you can't recognize what car it was, apart from the paint job, and maybe from the boot, but this is almost unrecognizable. As you can see, this is a very heavy crash, and it has a lot of spiking of small triangles, so that it is not the best 3D model, but it is still pretty good. I've seen far worse. Anyway, that's the Oldsmobile Delta 88 for you, and it is all for this video. Thanks for watching, bye bye.